Today we're going to be making a king cake in celebration of Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday. Fat Tuesday this year is on February the 16th, the day before Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday is the beginning of the season of Lent, where we give up something for 40 days in preparation of Easter. So, what is Fat Tuesday or Pancake Day? It is the last day of the celebration of Epiphany or Mardi Gras. And on that day, people traditionally cleaned out their cabinets and got rid of their fattening foods like sugar and butter and flour. So for us, we normally have a pancake dinner, but this year, we're going to be doing this remotely. So I thought we would have a king cake you can make at home, and you can also fix pancakes that day. My children used to love to have pancakes for dinner. So maybe you could do that in celebration of Fat Tuesday. So to make this king cake, we are going to get cinnamon rolls from our grocery store. And I have yellow sprinkles and purple sprinkles that I bought at Michael's, but you can also find them in the party and cake decorating section at Walmart. And you can also find green sprinkles in different colors in your grocery store. I also have a little baby that goes inside the king cake, and whoever gets that in their piece of king cake is supposed to host the party next year on Epiphany. You will need a knife to spread the icing that is in the pack. And you're going to also need a baking sheet, which you can't see right now, because we're going to open this pack and separate out the cinnamon rolls. And we're going to separate them on the cookie sheet. So, Mom, you're going to need a cookie sheet to do the next step. Now, as you see, we have taken our cinnamon rolls and we have unrolled them. Now, we're going to take 3 of these cinnamon roll strips. 1, count with me, 2, 3. Unrolling and counting are the greatest things little hands can help us do. So we're going to start by putting these 3 on top of each other so we can braid, and kind of mashing them down. I'm not sure if you can see that. Mash them down, and then we're going to braid them. To braid, you go lift one up, bring this one over, try to bring this one back. You're making a cross. Then you lay this down and you take this and cross it. We're going to cross again. You're making an X. See the X? And here we have our middle. You got to lift it up. And I'm going to pull this one back and put this one down. And bring this one under. It's kind of like braiding hair. And moms, if you got little girls, I'm sure you braided at some point. So we're crossing. And then we're going to bring it all back together and kind of mash it down. Now, we're going to do both of these. I have 2 braids that we're going to bake. We're going to leave these here in the middle. But before we do that, we want to connect up our braids and try to make a circle. Now, why is Miss Stella putting those cinnamon rolls in the middle? Because you may decide you want to have a little cinnamon roll king cake. Now, the interesting thing is to get this little baby out of the bag, and we're going to put him inside the dough. And then we're going to put it in the oven. Mom, I think the oven is 375. Now, you don't want to be able to see your baby, because whoever gets the piece of the king cake that has the baby in it is supposed to have the party next year during Mardi Gras. So we buried him in there. Now for the oven. While our king cake is baking, let's look at our icing. This is the icing that came in our cinnamon rolls. So I think that's probably going to be enough, but if we have little hands that want to help, we might want to make a little extra. To make a little extra, Mom, you're going to need some powdered sugar, and you just mix it with water and stir it up until it gets to the consistency that you want to be able to spread on your cinnamon rolls. That's only if you think you need extra, because we are going to sprinkle our sprinkles onto our king cake, and the icing is what makes it stay. So I'll give you a few minutes, let our cinnamon king cake bake. So now we have our king cake that is out of the oven and ready to ice. Then I've got my ice in here, and I'm going to start drizzling it around. You can do it however you want. Did you see what I just covered up? Yeah. So, in order for our our sprinkles to stick, we need our icing to be spread out. I was hoping it would be hot enough just to melt it from the top, and it would just spread naturally, but it might help to spread it with my knife. Because we want our sprinkles to show up. So then you're going to start with whatever color you want. I want some purple. So I'm shaking purple all over this end of my cake. Purple has a special meaning. What do you think it means? Now, I can't hear you. If you went to the drive-thru, then you know about what it means. Now I'm going to put some green on there. What do y'all know about the green? What does that mean? Oops, let's put a little green on the cinnamon roll. You can sprinkle the green all around if you want. I think the purple looks the prettiest. How about you? What do you think? Now we must not forget the yellow. Little yellow on our cinnamon rolls. Think we got enough yellow? Maybe put some over here where the green is. Maybe a little bit over. So you want it to show 3 colors, and I think we got them. Maybe we need a little more purple. Kind of like that purple. And that, boys and girls, is your king cake for Fat Tuesday.